Alright lads, so today's a pretty exciting day. We just had the release of a brand new SSR Aizen. And of course with any new character release, that is not the only thing we are getting, because right now we have access to some new events. And look at Aizen right now, having on my account, it feels weird, because finally this game has moved past what we've seen in the beta for the last 2 years. Getting a character that is now new for everyone, whether you played the past betas or you just started the game today. But look at him, he's just a chill guy. He's just a chill guy. But what we have access to right now is the new limited time event, Mirror of the Illusory Bloom. And there are a few things going on right now regarding this. We have the event challenge, we have the event daily, and then we also have the event interlude, which is going to happen on the 26th. And with that, there's a lot going on right now in the game too. We of course still have the leftovers of the Twisted Fate and Anomaly investigation. But in terms of what started today, we have the Mirror's Treasure, that is the login bonus where you can get 5 summon tickets each typing. And this Aizen event overall is going to actually offer 2,750 Spirit Jades, which is actually really good. More opportunities to, of course, get stamp Nexus items to evolve your 5-star set stamps. We also got access to the supply delivery event. This is available for the next week, where your first 5 clears in the supplies section have their rewards doubled. So ultimately, right now, if you're asking what to farm, it really depends on what you do need. For me, I find myself needing a lot of gold, so I did dump a lot of stamina into here today. And then I also have been farming a lot of stamp ectoplasm because I am also now evolving and working on a lot of stamps because Aizen just released. And then for next week, which is going to be the off week where we don't receive a new character, we are going to get a bunch of stuff that is going to total around 2,950 Spirit Jades. And that's confirmed by the patch note. This isn't us making up a number. So right now, for example, you can get upwards to 2,750 Spirit Jades. Next week, you can get upwards to 2,900. There's also the login bonus to get the 5 free summon tickets. And then also for logging into the game, you are getting a free multi on any limited character banner. You can definitely use that on Aizen. I know I did. Maintenance was delayed, so we did get compensation, 300 Spirit Jades and also some stamina. And I believe Global might also get an additional reward. That isn't confirmed, but Global did go down for an extra hour. But regardless, we also did get another 200 Spirit Jades and also 10 corridor keys for logging into the game once more with a new update. So overall, if we combine all the rewards that we did get today for the maintenance and for logging in, if we combine the login bonus, the 2,750 Spirit Jades in the Aizen event, the upwards to 3,000 that you can get next week, we are looking at 50 summon tickets in total that you can gather up for the next 2 weeks. But with that said, let's go over the stuff that is currently available right now. So right now we have access to the daily events. So given that it is a daily event, it's something you want to do every single day. And this event is split up into 2 waves. So wave 1 is currently for the first week. And then wave 2, we will get access to new enemies to go against. And I believe the rewards are going to, for the most part, be the exact same. But as you play through this quest daily, I believe you get to pick which one you want to. We do unlock 2 more tomorrow though. You will be getting these particular tokens, and then you can use these tokens to pick up a bunch of pretty good items, including Spiritual Jades, Corridor Keys, Spiritual Power Nourishers, at least a stamp set for Aizen. This is the new stamp set for him. You can get guaranteed 1 of each if you want to, and then you can pretty much get all these other items too. If you are doing this daily, you should be able to easily buy out every item in this shop. And I think I speak for everyone when we say that we definitely need a lot of these items. Even the power-up materials are actually pretty good right now because I find myself running out of everything. But then with that, we are also going to have the event challenge. So right now, we do have access to limited time challenge number 1. We are going to get access to the second challenge tomorrow, and then the third challenge in 2 days' time. This event is going to come with a bunch of really good items. Once more, very similar to the Tosha event, we are going to be able to access to a new bond set, which is specifically designed in mind for Aizen. And you're going to be able to get that by doing these particular challenges. For the most part, it doesn't seem like you have to do anything special. You just have to clear each limited time challenge. This is where you are also going to get Spirit Jades, more gold, corridor keys, and also XP for your characters, and also weapons. Now with that, there's also a ranking event tied to this. It's kind of cool, but it's unfortunate that a lot of us are going to miss out on this reward. But in this case, we are going to be able to get access to a title. So to get access to the unique title, you do want to get top 100. And the more you rank within the top 100, let's say you get top 10, for example, you do get more Stamp Nexus items. But also, if you do get top 3, you are going to get a really cool dynamic title, which is animated. Unfortunately, this is only for the top 3 people in their server. It's not that big of a deal that you probably can't get that. But I guess that's something nice for the Wells to get rewarded for all their potential whaling. I'm not going to get this, but it would be cool. But the entire event as a whole, including the daily, interlude, and challenge, does have achievements. So this is where you are going to get more Spirit Jades, but also a unique nameplate, which does include Aizen, Gin, and also Kaname. With that said though, let's go ahead and actually clear this quest once more. This time I actually want to change my team around to potentially get a little bit of a higher score for the current day number 1. You do get access to some trial characters for those that are, you know, maybe don't have the best team possible. But in terms of how we are going to build our first team, we are definitely going to use Momo, then Aizen, and also Toshiro. That right now is one of the best teams in the game. Very fun team with that team. And then we are going to take off Yachiru for Kisuke. Now, there are a few things you need to keep in mind to get the highest score possible. Thrust, Slash, and Spirit characters deal 40% more damage, which is kind of unfortunate for those that are trying to use a strike team, or specifically with Yoruichi. There's no reason why it just isn't every typing. But also, if you successfully use a counter-attack, it does inflict 1 stack of bleeding on the enemy, dealing damage equal to 1% of their max HP every 2 seconds. At 3 stacks, it detonates and directly deals damage equal to 8% of the enemy's max HP. So the idea here is that you do want to use Aizen, because Aizen does let you counter-attack. So jumping into the quest, it is going to work very similar to the Unknown Adventure game mode, where at the start of the room, you get a buff. And this is going to be all floors, I believe, for all characters. But in this case, what exactly do we want to go with? Do I want to increase my basic attack damage or ultimate damage? I'm a bit conflicted. I think basic attack is good for Toshiro, but so is ultimate, but I'm more so maybe using my basic attack more, so I want to lean into the basic attack upgrade. So here we go. So we are going to have an Aizen guide up later today. He's a very fun character, a very good character, that too, and I'm also still at the same time working out the kinks of this character's rotation, but right now, he feels very good. Let's switch into Toshiro. So we want to make sure we're taking advantage of that basic attack damage bonus. So with Tensou Jurin, we should be able to get that. Unfortunately, I cancelled it. I kind of thought I could keep it going. We get to activate Kyokusugetsu. Sorry, Hado 90. We're jumping ahead too much. Let's reactivate Momo's buff. We get the counter attack. Go back into our basic attack combo. We get to do a lot of damage here. Let's activate Aizen once more. And then finish up with Broker. Suigetsu, there we go. We actually didn't need to attack. We just killed with the ultimate. But yeah, this team has been really fun. It might be my favorite team in the game. Although that could be racially biased. It is a new team. But Aizen has been a whole damn lot of fun. Let's switch into Kisuke. Get his buffs going. So if you did pull for Toshiro, even though Aizen can actually be worked into any team you want to, if you did pull Toshiro, you did pull Aizen, and also now Ichigo, you get to make a very powerful double team for the most part. And that's so unfortunate that we missed that. But fortunately for us, he does start to attack straight away. Let's quickly go into Byakuya. Reapply our buffs, just so we can get his battlefield skill moving. There we go. And I think that is room 1 done. So in total, there are going to be 6 battles. And you do get to see your points each time you do it. The main thing is that you do want to clear in under 2 minutes, I believe, to get the most amount of points. But this whole entire limited time challenge is strictly based on how fast you can clear content. In this case, basic attack speed up by 35%, ultimate charge rate by 40, or within 10 seconds after switching characters, damage plus 50. We're definitely going to go with that, because this team is very switch heavy. Very rarely are you ever staying in the same team. Now, we had some Aizen problems with the visuals there. I'm not sure why that's happening. Wasn't happening before I started recording this video. But let's just make sure with this team we are now constantly switching every 10 seconds to get the max damage potential. There we go. Switch back to Aizen. Perfect. In time, we get to activate Hado 90, which allows us to switch back into Momo. Get to use the ultimate, which I believe does give us that crit rate boost. And then back into Toshiro. And again, the damage buff here, or the buff that Toshiro got, is so good with this team. Because Toshiro, when he now activates a counterattack, he can instantly activate his Tensou Jurin form. So Aizen really does make Toshiro better. It's actually insane. Let's activate Byakuya's attacks. Kisuke goes off with the ultimate. Then use our basic or special attack more so. Now this team I don't think is benefiting too much from the bust that we are getting. But it is Ichigo. Ichigo is still an absolute powerhouse of a unit. Back into Byakuya. Back into Kisuke. Parry that. Back into Ichigo. Ultimate charge rate is about to get maxed, but I don't think we are going to hit that. There we go. Bulbous G. I believe that is his name. It goes down. So right now we're looking pretty good on clear time. So you actually want to clear in under 90 seconds to get the most amount of points. But also, again, your individual clear time does matter too. So now we are going into our final room, floor number 3. So the buff we are going to pick up here. We can go 2 different routes. I think crit enhancement is also good. But also Frenzy Assault is a pretty good buff to get. 50% more damage. But we also do take 70% more damage. Honestly, we're going to go with the damage dealt bonus. With this team in particular, with Momo, Aizen, and also Toshiro, you're not really taking any damage. And if you do, you don't really notice it. So let's go into Aizen. There we go. Ooh, kind of messed up there. But I started attacking way too early. But fortunately does set up for a parry attack, so we get to do our full Tensou during the combo. Just in time too, Aizen gets to come in. Dodge out the way. Oh, that was really cool. And then we get to do Hado 90. Really good damage too. Let's go back into Momo. Oh. Get to do ultimate. That should give us max damage stacks. It does. Back into our Tensou Jurin form. Where he goes down so quick. Alright. So we're looking good on time. The thing is, next enemy, we are up against Kaname. And it is Weiko Murakami, which is kind of cool. But it is Kaname using his Bankai. So that stalls you so much. Let's make sure we don't take any damage, though. We are taking 70% more damage here. Good dodges thus far. Activate our ultimate for the crit damage boost. Try and keep him in the floor if we can. Okay, so he is going Bankai. This does add a lot of time. I wonder if you can actually take him down before activating the Bankai, because you have to kind of just sit here, annoyingly. But don't make any mistakes against these parries, because the parries, you need to parry 3 times before you can start dealing damage. Let me just keep the boost active. Oh, oh, hello? What was that? Okay, that's kind of annoying. That might have thrown our run a little bit. There we go. Maybe ultimate charge rate on Ichigo wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh, he went down super quick. Damn, okay. Yeah, if we could maybe activate our ultimate before he can even get off his Bankai and just take him out with the ult would be crazy. We might have to try and go with ultimate charge rate next time we do this. But with that, I do get 184,000. That is a new record for me. Clear time, 3 minutes and 36 seconds. And you can see that we were fairly consistent across the board, right? Floor 1, 1 minute and 6 seconds. Floor 2, 1 minute and 7. But floor 3 does add like an extra 20 seconds because, again, Kaname. So I think the way you are going to get the highest points in this stage really comes down to how fast you can clear Kaname stage. If you can kill him maybe before he activates his Bankai, if that's even possible. And that right now does put me into the top 11 in my particular sub, which is pretty cool. So with that said, that's basically what is going on right now in Bleach. Soul Resonance, some pretty cool stuff. Again, a lot of rewards. I think this patch looks a lot better when compared to Toshiro's patch that we did get. There's a lot of Spirit Jades to pick up here, a lot of fun to be had to, even if you didn't potentially summon Aizen, but a lot of opportunities to get Aizen too. Either way, hope you liked and enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Take care and peace.